Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Bryllthyr and my friends call me Brill. As this is going to be our first Memorial Day together, I would love to tell you how significant this date is for me, since both my great-grandfathers fought in Normandy on D-Day to liberate Europe from Nazi occupation. Well, not exactly on D-Day, but close, after the landings had been completed and the Germans had to be pushed back into the French hinterland. I think I told you my family comes originally from Eastern Europe, more precisely from what is now called the Czech Republic, a small town not far from the capital, the city of Prague. That is why I felt so happy when I was finally able to pay a visit to the home country of my ancestors. And I do hope that one day, soon, we get to travel together so I can show you around the places I loved when I was there. My great-grandfather on my father's side was enlisted in a Czech armored brigade under Canadian command, fighting in northern France. He was a member of a tank crew, a small unit made up of light vehicles like the M5 Stuart. I know that perhaps you are not very much into armored vehicles and that stuff, but since the story was passed down onto us, the family, I kind of like imagining my great-grandpa blazing through the countryside on a metal beast. But in fact, the reality must have been quite less movie-like. He survived the war, but hated the idea of living under communist occupation in what was then Czechoslovakia, and fled to the west, first to England, or, some say, Ireland, because he married an Irish woman, and then to America. On my mother's side, my great-grandfather was a pilot. He was the one to have actually fired his guns in anger on D-Day, since he was under British leadership, flying a Spitfire, trying to shoot down Nazi aircraft as the troops on the ground trudged on under heavy fire. I'll never know if he ever got to shoot down an enemy plane. I am just glad he made it to the end of the war. As it had been the case with my other great-grandfather, he disliked the coming Soviet tyranny and also escaped towards American freedom. Somehow they both met, with their wives and children, and somehow they cherished the idea of some of those children falling in love with one another. That's how my grandparents came to be. Unfortunately, the Czech language was lost in the knocks of life, and I confess I have always been a bit lazy to pick it up. Maybe if we studied Czech together one day. As for my great-grandpas, I am proud of them both. And even if I was not lucky enough to meet them, either of them, I am thrilled to have two war heroes fighting for the right cause in my family. I really hope one day we will be able to hit Prague, maybe as a part of a European tour, who knows? And you can feel the people's warmth and hospitality and the fairy tale looks of the old town. I know I will make you smile as we enjoy that very special trip together. Happy Memorial Day!